The lead story in the news here in Arkansas has been the flood that tore through the Albert Pike recreation area last week. As it looks now, about 20 people were killed in that flood, and that's very sad and very unfortunate for all the families that were involved. But you know, as I looked at what happened, I did find a few things at least to be positive about. One of those is the fact that the people of that area didn't seem to rely totally on the government to come in and fix it for them and do for them. For example, that very first morning when the flood struck, there was a landslide on the road leading into the park, and rescuers couldn't get through. Well, rather than waiting for the highway department to show up with equipment and open the road, a guy that lives down the road just got on his tractor, went down there, and moved the landslide out of the way to let the rescuers through. That's just one example of local people taking matters into their own hands and solving the problem. When it came time to scour the river for survivors, one of the first groups of people to go down the river was the Arkansas Canoe Club. That's a private club, a private organization of canoers and kayakers, very experienced, and they went down the river looking for survivors. When it came time to go up and down the riverbank looking for survivors, it was local people who loaded up their horses and trailers, came up there, unloaded them, and rode horseback up and down the river. Others were on ATVs, others were on foot. Now, to be sure, the local police did a great job. The Forest Service did a great job. They were there to seal off the area, prevent looting, organize the search. But when it came to boots on the ground, it really was local people who pitched in. And not only during the search, but also helping people to recover. It was a local pastor at a church there where the families of the missing gathered, and he and his people ministered to those individuals. And so the list goes on and on of just plain everyday people who stepped outside of their comfort zone and their normal routine and pitched in and helped make a big difference. And so hats off to those folks for not relying on the government, not waiting on the government to come in and rescue them, but who stepped up and did the right thing, solved a lot of the problems, and made a big difference.